this.
What happened to Teflon Vest? Well, Teflon Vest is still here. It's just been working on a whole new project, so you better believe you'll hear back from Teflon Vest pretty soon. People have been asking me where the J Ghost came from, and it's two things. The J came from my middle name Juan, and the Ghost is a reference to power. Kind of how Ghost started off into just say illicit activities, and he wanted to move into something that was more stand up and legal. So basically the rap was the first thing, and I tried to move over to R&B, so that's where J Ghost came. Well, the reason I named the album Exodus, it kind of goes back to going from one place to another. Even with the name J Ghost, Exodus is when people are forced to leave a certain place. They're not leaving at their own will, they're just forced to leave. They have to leave for some reason. And I think in this album, at this stage of my life, what I needed to do is I needed to leave rap and go to R&B. So my exodus is leaving one specific genre of music and going to another. I needed to do that for growth, and I need to do that to, just express another side. Well, the album cover, there's a few things going on there. Number one, you're gonna notice there's a guitar in it. And that's just because this album, I played a little bit more guitar in it, some bass guitar, some acoustic guitar. I'm not the best, but I still was able to incorporate that into the album, and I also got a feature from a dude who's really, really good on one of my tracks playing guitar. So that's a reference to that. The dark feeling and electricity is because sometimes making that transition from one place to another, it's not easy. Sometimes it's not something you want to do, but you know you have to do. So that's where kind of the dark feeling comes, and electricity is the energy that I put into this album. I kind of answered what the press photos were with the guitars in my previous question, just because I was doing a lot more acoustic things in this album than I did previously in other albums, and I just want to show a different side of myself. Yes, I still am writing all my songs. I'm still producing my own songs. I'm even mixing all my songs. The only step that I don't do myself is I don't do the mastering, but I do, do all the beat production, musical production, the arrangement, the writing, the vocals. That's all me. So I'm still doing that. One event that inspired this album, it was just a lot of events, that caused me to grow. This album is growth. This album is me maturing, and this album is me doing something different. And I just wanted to present that in my music. No particular event happened. This is just a culmination of my life, my friend's life, my family's life, people that I've known, people that I've seen. It's almost like I'm the Raven, looking at everything and telling the story. I picked the singles that I picked, and the music videos I picked was because I wanted to show a different side of myself. I wanted to show different aspects of my music. I'm Into You, Spanish remix. That was the first song I did in Spanish, so I was pretty excited for that song when I released it. God Made This, that's a song that I wanted to show a message that, there's beauty in everything, there's beauty in everyone, be content, be happy with who you are, be beautiful. And Busy, I don't know, I just started playing the guitar, and the whole song unfolded in my head, and with the feature of Naya Renee and the Kid, I just knew that it was something that I had to put out. How long did this project take me? I think I started this project, could have been like the first week of February. So the project took me a good 6 months. Sometimes I get creative energy and creative spurts, so I might do 3 or 4 songs back to back to back. And then I might lay off because I need to let experiences happen, or I need to clear my musical palette. So it took a good 6 months, and that's with everything from, you know, the beat production to the mixing, to the laying the vocals, getting the features, and, you know, all of that. Some of my favorite songs on the album would have to be Busy. That's really one of my favorite songs. I think a lot of people could relate to that. Somebody being too busy in their life, or being too busy for somebody else. That song is one of my favorites. Another one is Go Home Sick. It's got a pretty cool chill feel to it, but it's basically about somebody who's working too many hours, and they just want to call off work to go spend time with someone, and I'm pretty sure we all felt that way. Another one of my favorite songs will be On Delay, and it's just because the energy involved in it, the beat, the cadence. Point of No Return was a journey. It was kind of like a stepping stone to get to Exodus, because I did sing more in that album, but also I wanted to incorporate a lot of the things from my past in Point of No Return. So I took samples of some of my old beats, or, you know, a clip from one of my old songs from like 10 years ago, and I added that into Point of No Return. So Point of No Return was kind of like a bridging between the old and new, whereas Exodus, I just went clean slate, nothing old, just went for broke and did everything new on Exodus. So I think that would be one of the major differences. Also, Exodus is a double album, where Point of No Return wasn't. I think the most challenging song to make on this album was Busy. I believe Busy is over 7 minutes long, and it's featuring Nia Renee and Eno the Kid. And just because of all the content that went into it, preparation to make the beat, all the changes, there's an outro that's I don't know, maybe about 2 minutes long when I sing, and I had to change up the whole beat, new guitars, new drums. It's a completely different song in the second half, and then I had, you know, orchestra in the middle that kind of brought in the end part of the song, along with finding a good medium with arrangement and making sure that after I sing my verse, Nia Renee's verse flows in, and after Nia Renee's verse, you know, the Kid's verse flows in nicely. So that was challenging, but it was rewarding, because the outcome of that song was fire. Well, on this album, I think I have a lot of influence. I know I'm not gonna be able to name all of them because I forget, but just off the top of the head, influence from Music Soul Child, Latif, Jay Holiday, Neo, Babyface, Tank, Tyrese, who else? Neo, Usher, Chris Brown, Jaheim, Bobby Brown, New Edition. You know, the list goes on. All the Marvin Gaye, Smokey Robinson, all the way back from Motown to now. You know, I get influence here and there, and it's a lot of influence in my music. My future projects would be the next Teflon Vest album. Yep, like I said before, he's not gone. Next album is going to be 100% rap, so prepare for that. I hope to release that sometime mid next year. But before that, I am going to be doing an album where I present other artists that I work with on previous albums, artists that you haven't heard before, and it's going to be on my production, on my beats. I might sing a hook here and there, but the focus is going to be on the other artists. So that's the next project that I'm working on, and I hope to have that out first quarter 2000. Well, it was real fun working on this album, and I just want to say, guys, check it out, stream it, download it, share it, let everybody know about it. This is a movement. I plan to keep putting out more quality music for you.
See you all up in my face, so talking at you cause your pace slow. I am that shit like you ain't, no. Now you want that I can grace, man, it's a joke.